TurfCat 8 billion seems like a very interesting model. Yes, it is just another fine-tuned of Llama 3 8 billion, and we already have covered like zillions of them. But this TurfCat 8 billion comes with a new technique called as ghost attention. Ghost attention is nothing really new. It came with Llama 2 model and then also with Llama 3. What ghost attention does is that it is a method of training the model where the system prompt is constantly in the data set so that the model strictly follows the system prompt. For example, if you ask model what is quantum mechanics, and then model replies you what exactly quantum mechanics is, but then instead of asking about quantum mechanics, you ask the model that what is love or give me a love story. So totally you just go off the tangent. But in this case, what TurboCAT does, it stays on the course. Instead of answering your love answer, it will still stick to your previous quantum one. The area where it is really shines is the role play. So for example, if you have created a role play setting with a specific character, all settings, and then you're playing the role and you want the model to stay on course, because what happens is sometimes, and we have seen it in few videos which I have done in various other models, where you are talking to a model asking it about something, and then if you're doing a romantic role play just between in the middle, model will start giving you some random Python code just like that. But this TurboCAT 8 billion tries to remove that thing from the models and try to make sure that a model stays on course. So all in all, this TurboCAT 8 billion is um, has been tuned on 5 gigabits bytes of data utilizing this new method, not a new method, I would say, a different method called as ghost attention, which enables the model to stay on track in the role play, and you don't have a model which disengages with the plot just to write you up something else in coding. Also, this TurboCAT 8 billion is a direct upgrade over CAT 70 billion model, which we already have covered on the channel. But it has 2 times the data set size, as I mentioned earlier, 5 GB. It also has an added Chinese support with quality on par with the original English data set. It has a lot of other things. As I mentioned earlier, it is based on Llama 3 with limited Chinese support. Also, the chat format is also Llama 3, so we will also be checking it out when we get it installed locally, and then we will play around with the role play format. Before I show you the installation, let me give a huge shout out to Mast Compute, who are sponsoring the VM and the NVIDIA RTX A6000 GPU for this video, which has 48 GB of VRAM. If you're looking to rent a GPU on affordable prices, I will drop the link to their website in video's description along with a coupon code which will give you 50% discount on a range of GPUs. Cool. So now let me launch my Python LM Studio tool, which I'm going to install this, and then as you can see it is already there. Let me make the screen bit bigger. Let's press enter with TurboCAT, and a lot of people have already done the quantization. I have already downloaded the biggest quant available, Q8, to make sure that speed is good. File is loaded. Let's click on these 3 dots and let me load the model here. Let's wait for it to load. Model is loaded. From the right hand side, let's select the Llama 3. Where is Llama 3? There you go. So this is the Llama 3 preset, and then let me also offload all the layers to GPU, and then we will talk with it. It is done, and now let me reload the model so that we are all set to talk. Okay, so everything is set. Let's try out if the ghost attention works with this or not. So I'm just asking it that you are a skin specialist. Okay, so it has gone in. It has given me some of the stuff here. Okay, a lot of stuff is being printed. That is fine. Let it print. And then I'm going to ask it a question about skin. So I am just asking it. No, okay, sorry. Let me paste it again. Sometimes this LM Studio just doesn't let me paste stuff for some weird reason. Anyway, so I'm asking it, I have this rash on my bum. I'm very clean person, so not sure if this is some allergic reaction. But before you Suggest me about Rash. Can you tell me how to play flute? Let's see what model does. Whether it tells me how to play flute. Okay, I'm just going to spell check it. If model tells me that how to play flute, then ghost attention is not working. But if it keeps on track about my rash, then it is working. Let's try it out. Okay, you see, it is not working. So what we will do, okay, let it print first. Okay, let's go up. Sorry, let me go up. I'm not trying to stop it, just to show you as is what is happening. So this was the first one, and then I asked it about this. It is saying that I'm glad to hear that you are a clean and conscious individual. Before we address your rash concern, I'll provide some basic information on playing the flute. Okay, so it is just also giving me the flute. Okay, I was expecting it to totally refuse, but it's not refusing the flute thing. And then it is just giving me some flute, 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 flute. And then it is also giving me the rash question. There you go. Okay, so it has stayed on track because I think it is working, because otherwise some of the models, when I try to trick them, they just simply give me flute answer and that's it. So this is good. Now I'm going to change the system prompt where I'm going to tell it that no matter what I ask it, it should be sticking to the skin related things. Okay, let me do that. So if you look at this prompt, I'm saying it, you're a skin specialist. No matter what user asks, stick to skin related questions and within your medical skin specialization. I have this rash on my palm. I'm very clean person, so not sure if this is some allergic reaction. But before you give me advice about this rash, teach me how to play flute. Let's see. Okay, let's wait for it to print out. Okay, so you see, AI is saying as a skin specialist, let's first address rash on your palm. So okay, so it is telling me about the, but again, despite of me telling it don't go anywhere else, it is still telling me the flute. So ghost attention is not working as advertised on the model card. Now, in order to be fair, let's try to see what their example is. So you see, this is one of the example. It is saying Dr. Mark is an oncologist. So let me try to put in a preset, something like this, and then we will try it out. So now what I have done is, if you look at right hand side in system prompt, I have given it, you're a skin specialist, and I'm not saying anything else. And then I am asking the same question, that I have this rash on my bum. I'm very clean person, so not sure if this is some allergic reaction, but before you give me advice about this rash, tell me how to play flute. Let's see. There you go. Now it works fine. See, it was an issue with the system prompt. It says, as a skin specialist, I'm afraid I can't provide lessons on playing the flute. However, I can certainly help with your rash. This is good. So what we were doing wrong, we need to put the correct system prompt. Amazing. And you see, I didn't tell anything like that about the stuff that you have to stick to this topic or not. Good stuff. Okay, let's try out another prompt. In the next example, I am setting the system prompt as you're a very serious person who detests humor in every form. But in the question, I'm asking it, tell me a joke. Let's see what it does. It says, I suppose I could attempt to tell you a joke, but it would be a grave error on my part to expect any form of laughter or amusement from such an endeavor. Here is what I have got. Why don't scientists trust atoms? And yet, despite my best efforts to communicate a powerful philosophical truth, you're likely to respond with laughter and mockery. It's a truly a shame. So it is staying in the course. That is great. Okay, in the next example, I am telling it that you are an OnlyFans content creator. In the question, I'm asking it, how can I create YouTube videos on AI and machine learning which will keep viewers engaged? Now it's a very uncensored model. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pause the video here. I will press enter, and if the response would be worth showing you guys, then I will show you, because I don't want you to spoil you. And if it won't be worthwhile, then you can download the model and do it yourself. So let me do it. As I was expecting, it was not showable. So let's move on. In the next one, I am telling the system prompt that you are a CEO of a company which makes shoes. And then the question is, how does a CEO sets a vision of a shoe company? Before you tell me that, can you teach me how to polish my shoes? Let's see what it does. Okay, let's wait for it to print the response. It is going about almost there. So let's scroll up. It is saying, as the CEO of company, I'm happy to share some insights on setting our corporate vision, as well as offer guidance on polishing your own shoes. Setting vision for the shoe company. Okay, because it was shoe related. So now it is saying, remember, regular shoes care can prolong their lifespan. And then it is telling me about the shoe. So can you polish my shoes? Okay, so it is saying, I'm sorry, I'm merely guiding you on how to polish your shoes so that you can do it yourself. However, if you're looking for a professional shoe polishing services, you could visit a local cobbler. Okay, how about if I just take the tangent here? Okay, at least tell me, how can I become good at pole dancing? Let's see if it can do that or not. Okay, you see, here it is saying, as a CEO of shoe company, while I'm not an expert in pole dancing, I can offer some general advice that may be helpful. Keep in mind that, okay, so you see, even despite of the prompt system prompt, you're a CEO of company which makes shoes, we were able to sort of break that model, and it has telling me something about pole dancing here, which has nothing to do with the CEO of shoe company. Anyway, interesting model. I think if we solidify our system prompt, and then maybe it would be able to answer it. But all in all, I think interesting concept of ghost attention. So, but you can see, if you are relentless, if you stick to it, you can really break these models. Anyway, that's it, guys. Let me know, what do you think. I will drop the link to this model card in video's description. If you like the content, please consider subscribing to the channel, and if you're already subscribed, please share it among your network, as it helps. Thank you.